Hi beauties, welcome. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me chit chat video. So where do we start, guys? I do want to start off with prepping the skin. I think that's really important when it comes to a summertime look. These are really good. I also have a lemon ones, which are really good to brighten up the skin. But these actually contain wine. So I thought that was really interesting. I've been using these for a while and they come in a little pack like this. They are pre-soaked, so they're actually really damp, and they do smell like red wine. One side kind of has the gauze side, which has more texture, and then this has a different type of texture, but it's smoother, kind of like cotton, softer I should say. So what I like to do is also just kind of like do circular motions, and this is going to refine the texture of my skin as well. So since I am not going to be using heavy makeup as far as like a full coverage foundation, even though I am using a full coverage concealer, usually I do foundation and concealer, so that gives me a lot of coverage, right? So what I'm doing now is just shaving my face. This is really important for me. I don't recommend everybody to shave their faces because some people are sensitive to shaving their skin. I threaded my entire face one time and I broke out, like my whole forehead broke out. And I've never had acne, and it looked like I had acne, and I was so like self-conscious. Yeah, what I'm doing is just taking this really nice Revlon blade, and I am shaving this because I am so hairy, super hairy. You guys don't even know. My baby was born hairy. Isaac was born hairy. Aaron was born super hairy. He has a lot of hair on his head, but his whole body was covered in hair too, guys. So I make really hairy babies. Yeah, growing up, I used to have pubic hair arms, no joke. They were so hairy. I was so self-conscious about my arms. They were so, like, literally black curly hair on my arms, like really thick. As soon as I was able to shave, I shaved my arms because I hated seeing my hairy arms growing up. And there were so many things that I just hated about myself, which I'm trying to figure out, where did all of that come from? Like, why? My mom used to always tell me I was beautiful, just the way that I was, but I never, not once, believed that I was beautiful when she would tell me, or ever. And the only validation that I would find valid would be from strangers, and especially men, guys, boys. Why is that? It's still a mystery to me, but I don't feel that way anymore. Okay, so now that my face is shaved and skincare is on point, I just put on this sunscreen by a brand. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky that it expires this month, 2020. Blvd. I really like how dewy and glowy my face is, and I think that's really important when doing a look of this nature, to find something like a moisturizer that's going to give you like a dewiness to it. So I really like that sunscreen. It's like really smooth and silky, and it just looks really nice on the skin if you just wear it by itself. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of lip balm. This one is one that I've been loving. It's by Huda Beauty, and I just really like how this one makes my lips look really juicy and hydrated. Next, another Huda Beauty product that I've been loving is this glowy setting spray. You can use this to prime the skin, so that's what I'm actually using it for to begin with. I like that the mist is also really fine. I like to spray it all over my chest too, because it has a really nice glowy finish, and also it has a coconut scent. It reminds me of summertime, and it reminds me of Hawaii, and that's one of my favorite places to vacation at. And because of the COVID, we haven't been able to travel anywhere, so anything that smells like coconuts, it just takes me into instant paradise somewhere, you know? So anyways, okay, so I missed my face. It's gonna give me a glowy finish, so that's good. This is also good to finish up and set your makeup, which I'm also going to do at the very end. And then I'm gonna move on directly into concealing and correcting my face. So I am loving this one by Too Faced. It's the Born This Way concealer, and the color is light beige. And I like this one because it's not bright enough to really brighten under my eyes per se. Like I wouldn't use this if I was doing a foundation, but it's almost kind of like a foundation shade for me, you know? So I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes, and then I'm taking this black damp beauty sponge by Sigma Beauty, and I'm just going to blend out the concealer because it does tend to set rather quickly. So I want to make sure that I blend it before it's too hard to blend out. So that's a good thing though, you know, especially for summer makeup, so you don't sweat it off. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyelids just to kind of even out the color there. I feel like it's a little dark right now because Mama doesn't really get any sleep, and I feel like I need to start waking up every 2 hours because Aaron has been sleeping. He's been waking up every, how long? He's been waking up every 3 to 4 hours now. So, and I feel like my milk supply has been decreasing, guys. So I have to start waking up sooner, like every 2 hours, to make sure that I at least pump if he doesn't want to eat in the middle of the night, because I don't know what's going on. Like I started working out and I'm already into week 3, and I was pumping like 15 ounces a day, and now I'm like getting up to 11 for the whole day. And there's sometimes like some sessions that I'm pumping after I feed him, and he only wants to feed on the breast for like 5 minutes, which is also kind of frustrating because he's not properly emptying out my breast, and I don't think he's getting the hind milk like he should be. So maybe that's why my milk supply is also decreasing. So I have to, I don't know what's going on, guys. Breastfeeding is so difficult and challenging, and it's kind of like trial and error. And honestly, one of the hardest things that I've done in my entire life is breastfeeding. No joke. I know it sounds like, really, girl? Like, I've done a lot of things, but especially the first few weeks, I had a mental breakdown. I was really depressed. I suffered with baby blues the first time, the first few weeks and months, and it was really important for me to reach out to other women during that time because I just felt like I was going through it alone. So knowing that other women were going through the same thing, that was such a relief for me. You don't even know. No, you know. I know you're a mom, you know. So there you go. Skin is looking flawless. I like it. Now we are going to move on to actual concealer under the eyes. And for that, I'm using this one by Too Faced. This one is a matte finish, and it smells really good. This one is called the Peach Concealer, and the color is Nudie. So that's the color that I'm using. I just use my finger. This one's a lot lighter than, well, not a lot lighter, but it's definitely lighter than the concealer that I used all over my face. But this one is definitely going to be to just brighten up under this eye like that. And then I put it with my finger, and then I like to just blend it out with the beauty sponge. And there you go. So my face is now concealed and covered and brightened, not drastically, but enough to where, you know, your skin still looks really natural, your skin is showing through, and there's a glow about it. So I'm going to go ahead and take more of the Glow Cocoa Setting Mist, and I'm just going to mist it a little bit. So now let's work on the eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, I've been doing my eyebrows pretty differently. There's actually a new eyebrow trend that I thought was really interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to partake in that trend, guys, because I'm not ready to shave my eyebrows. But basically, it's the eyebrows are going to be going this way, and like up. They're not going to have like an arch anymore. That's the current trend in eyebrows. Like I said, I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'll conceal this, but nah, I think that's just too much work. I'm not about that life right now. But what I am going to show you is what I've been doing to kind of get like feathery brows. You can definitely do like soap brows. There's, you know, an actual soap brows product. There's also, you know, glycerin soaps, which I featured in the past, which work really great. This is the new thing that I've been using. This is Gots to Be Ultra Glued Styling Gel. So this is for your hair, but if you take a spoolie, you can just grab a little bit of the gel, and you can get the same effect as the brow, the soap brows, but a little bit more long wearing. I made a mistake on this one and I ended up cutting, as you can see, like I ended up snipping the hair, and because the hair is so short on this brow, like it doesn't really stand up and give me that feathery effect. So I'm gonna move on so we're not like spending all this time on my eyes. So the next thing is that I am going to set the T-zone with a little bit of powder. This one's from Urban Decay. It's a velvetizer. And I just like to take a little bit of this powder and just put it down on the T-zone, because there is a fine line between looking oily and between looking dewy and looking oily. The chin is also really important, around my lips and the nose. Everything else can stay dewy. It doesn't matter. As long as this here is set and mattified, the dewiness is gonna look super on point. Okay, so for the eye makeup, I'm only going to do like one swash of color. I'm not going to do anything crazy because this is, again, like an out the door super quick look. This is a really beautiful palette by NARS, and I really want to do a look using all of the colors here, but today I'm just going to focus on this bottom left hand corner color here, maybe a little bit of this as well. So yeah, this one is the Orgasm palette, and these are just new palettes that came out by NARS, and this is just going to give me some shimmer on the eyelid. I didn't even use any eye primer today because it's not about building intensity, and I'm not layering also a lot of colors, so it doesn't matter. All right, so this is as good as the brows are going to get today, ladies, honestly. They're not cooperating with me today, and I'm not trying to do so many products, okay? That's not the point of this look. Okay, so I'm going to do a lot of coats. I'm going to start off with one, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to go back and add another coat, because that is the magic to really getting these lashes voluminous. All right, so that's one coat. And then I am going to go in with a Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is a brightening under eye powder. This is definitely a really great powder to brighten up the under eye area, but you don't want to use this to bake at all, because if not, it's going to give you a flashback. So just a little bit of powder under the eye. Again, we don't want to use too many powders with this look because it's all about keeping it dewy, but I really do want to make sure that the under eye is set so we don't have any creasing. And then I am going to add some bronzer to warm up my face. This is one by MAC. It's called Totally Topless, and I'm just going to kind of just lightly apply this on my face. No contouring today, we're just going to warm up my complexion. This one in particular is a matte finish, and usually bronzers have like a shimmer in them, but this one is really great with what I'm using as a base today, because my actual makeup is really dewy and the base is really dewy, so it doesn't look like offset, you know, like it actually makes sense. I love it. I'm telling you, I'm already loving my makeup today. Super simple, that's what I love. Okay, so now let's add a blush. This blush I'm super obsessed with. It's by Flower Beauty. I was just digging through my blush drawer and I found this one, and it's also in the color pink, but I really love the color Nectar because it's more of a peach tone, and I'm all about like orange tone, peach tones when it comes to blushes. These are super pigmented, so I recommend you put it on the back of your hand, and then what I'm actually doing is with the same sponge that I used to blend out the concealer at the beginning, I am going to take it and just start by dabbing it onto like the apples of the cheek and then where I put the bronzer, because I don't want to go too high, obviously not too low, just kind of warm up the same area where the bronzer is. Like that. See? We're going to have a dewy finish because it's a cream formula. So it's going to be glowy. And then the clean part of the sponge I just used to blend out the edges, because I don't want to use the edges with, or the part where I have blush, because if not, I'm just going to end up dragging the blush all the way to the top, and I don't want that. And I feel like this look is all about natural, like just you know? Obviously, we're wearing a lot of makeup. It's not like we're really not, but we could be wearing so much more makeup. Like I could be doing contour and baking and all kinds of different crazy things. But this is like, it's still you, you know, you're not wearing eyeliner, lashes, your brows are not super defined. There's not crazy contouring. There's no nose contouring. There's no overlining of the lips. It's just you, but like flawless you. I mean, you're already flawless, you know what I mean? But like makeup is like a whole different situation. I am showing a lot of skin. It's summertime. I want to try this out. I haven't been using this on a daily basis because since I breastfeed, I don't want to have like all kinds of, you know, products all over my skin. Plus, and I don't want to irritate my baby's skin, but we're going to use it today. I'm going to wipe it off. I just want to use it. This one is the Glow Up Body Oil by e.l.f. in Retro Paradise. It just really caught my attention, and it comes with this really large brush for your body. There's a similar one by Fenty Beauty, almost the exact same color. So I think that's a dupe. I should do a dupes video. Let's test it out and see what the hype is all about. Ooh, damn. Okay. Oh, and it smells so good. Oh my God, this smells so good. What does it smell like? I don't know. It smells really good. It smells like vacation. Guys, I really want to go to Hawaii. I want to go on vacation. Don't you guys want to go somewhere? I am really, really into this. This is one of my new favorite products. I have to do my monthly favorites, but it's really good. I like the brush. It's really soft. It just kind of blends this product into your skin really seamlessly, is the right word. And I really like it. It's a beautiful glow. It smells really good. And look at how healthy and beautiful the skin is. So I did end up redoing my eyebrows a little bit, and I just wanted to point it out just in case you guys are interested in doing your brows like this. I actually held up the gel and then I fanned it with this piece of paper just so they can set and dry. That's why they look a little bit different. But I am pretty much done. This is my favorite go-to makeup look as of lately. Before I leave, I did want to say thank you so much to everybody who supported my channel this month. Because of you guys and all the views that I got this month, I am going to be able to donate all of the ad revenue generated from this main channel and also my vlog channel, even though that one doesn't really generate that much. It still does though. The money combined from my channels, I am going to be donating it to nonprofits who help with the fight of racial injustice and social injustice. That's really important for me, and I wanted to do this as a way to give back. And I thought that it'd be a really great idea since you guys would be able to partake in that just by simply watching my videos on YouTube. And on top of that, I'm also matching that number. So I haven't gotten the report back of what that number is, but I'm going to match it because YouTube nowadays doesn't really generate you a lot of money unless every single one of your videos is getting at least 1 million views. So it's not like back in the days. You know, back in the days when I first started YouTube, damn, it was good. But nowadays it's completely different, right? So that's why I'm going to match it from my own personal money. I'm going to match that. And I just wanted to say thank you because thanks to everybody who stopped by to watch and support and who tweeted about it and who shared it. Thanks to that, the money is definitely a lot higher than it could have been. And I'm not going to be donating it directly to the Black Lives Matter movement organization, only because they already get a lot of money donated to them. And I thought it would be a lot more fair to give back to other powerful and supportive organizations towards racial and social justice, which is really important. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. And also I do have a video coming up around Vanessa Guillen. It's a really tragic story. It hits home so deeply for me as a veteran and as someone who was also stationed at Fort Hood, and we just share so many similarities. We're both Mexican, and I remember the first time that I saw her picture, I legit thought like that it was me. I felt like we just looked so much alike, you know, from the mole on her chin. Like there's so many similarities, and I didn't want to talk about it like in today's video because that video has been a lot more challenging for me to film because I want to approach that topic in a very respectful way. and I also wanted to be educational and empowering. And I felt like when I first turned on the camera to film that video, I was kind of like pointing fingers and really speaking from my heart, but it wasn't really empowering, and I don't want it to stir up any more drama in the military, since I will be saying a few things that, you know, may ruffle some feathers. So I've been taking my time to collect my thoughts. I also asked you guys on Instagram to send me your questions about my experience in the military as a woman, and I just wanted to say thank you for that. And I just want you to know that I am not brushing this under the rug or pretending like it didn't exist. I've been very vocal about it on Twitter and on Instagram since the moment that I found out that she was missing, that somebody sent me a picture and tagged me in one of the posts that she was missing. So I just want you to know that that is way more important than any other type of content that I'm creating. It's just taking me some time to do that, and also to share my story. I can't just rush into telling it, but I'm definitely going to, guys. So anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the love, for all of the support. You guys have been so incredible to me, especially more so now, since I got pregnant and since I had the baby. All my mamas sending me so much love, so much support, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for that. So anyways, have a blessed, beautiful, healthy, productive, mindful, awesome day ahead filled with blessings. I really wish that for each and every single one of you guys, and I can't wait to see you on my next video.